the things that wind up happening, literally the pictures of and there, it was really funny because he's like, I can't send this to you. I can't show this to anyone because it was my rear that was on fire. And he's like, I can't share this picture with anybody because we're in this, it's just not polite to share that picture. But it's so funny, he wouldn't give it to me. He wouldn't give it, it was like, maybe he would have given it to my husband. Come on, Greg, I know you have it. Hi, Tim.
Yes, I know the picture, yes.
Yeah. He showed it to us, but he wouldn't give it to us. It's so funny. They're very, very kind, and they're very lovely, but at the same time, they have, they won't tell you the name of their mother, because it's a childhood thing. They never want you to make fun of their mother. So you will never know anyone's mother's name. This is how the pyramids align to our solar system, to everything on our planet, everything within our body reflects, so is above, so is below. And many of the ancient traditions, ancient temples align perfectly and are utilized. Maybe next picture.
That's the Orion's belt.
Orion's belt are utilized in order for us to really be able to access the wisdom that's up there, as well as that wisdom initiating and activating within us. Our eyes don't see. This is interesting. They receive input. And they're willing to receive input as far as we're willing to allow them to scan. I know you have a comment.
I have a question. The star Sirius in this layout, do you know where that would be in Egypt?
So it's interesting.
The belt of Orion.
So I want to understand what's being asked.
Okay,
so
the pyramids line up with the belt of Orion.
Orion.
Right? Okay, so a little bit farther out this way is the star Sirius.
Yes.
So where would that pinpoint on Egypt, in Egypt, you know?
I don't, but I'm happy to find out for you. And I've looked at it before, and I've looked at the river, at the Nile, and watched it when you overlay it and you ratio it out with the 1 point. So I've looked at it before, but I couldn't tell you right now. I'd have to look it up again to tell you. But I want to say it matches perfectly the river. The whole constellation matches that, but I don't know exactly where it lines up. But it matches, and the pyramids used to receive the flow of the Nile within them, and so they were part of the unit of, and I'm happy to give you that answer. I've probably written something on it in my own notes that I'll forward to you.
I would love to know, because I haven't been able to figure it out.
Yeah. I have a theory that I'm happy to share. I believe that everything organizes itself. And the great pyramids and all of these sacred temples throughout our planet were organized by a higher consciousness, an agreement, a higher agreement that keeps our planet in motion, rotating, so that we can create like the calendar system, so we're not just a comet way out there. I think very much on purpose, our system, solar system, was designed, and these great temples and great pyramids are putting out energy to hold us in alignment with those. I'm doing research, I'm writing on that. I don't have enough time to research it even further, but that's where that came in, is to hold us in this perfect alignment, this perfect agreement for this consciousness to come, be born, and co-create the next level of joy and consciousness that we can create too. So even Will Smith was there. That was this year. I don't know if we put the Pope's picture in it, but the Pope went. It's really safe to travel. I'm realistic. I expect miracles. People that wanted to travel with us, miracles happened for them. Up until the day that they were traveling, one person gave us the check on the day that they were traveling. They gave us the deposit, and literally when we were getting on the plane. So if this is meant for you, that's something really, this is for joining us in Egypt this year, and I
There's a
think
few more pictures.
there's a few more. This is Hathor. Hatshepsut, thank you. Hatshepsut is the only female pharaoh. And it's so extraordinary, the ceremonies that we did there for women, for opening the temple. Again, we get to go to regions that no one else gets to go to and experience. This is the temple of Isis. We go there at sunrise, we arrive by boat. Extraordinary experiences. This is Kamumbo. Kamumbo is, there's two entrances. And again, all of our chakras, all of our systems, all of our body, we always have a choice to go and experience something with love or go and experience it with fear. And this temple really gives you the initiation and the activation to understand what happens for you when you experience it through fear versus experiencing it through love.
That's the entrance to Luxor.
So this is, we usually enter at night, and it's amazing what happens. And we go back, we return in the morning as well, but we do the ceremonies necessary to really experience the food that we eat together, the playfulness, the letters, the processes. It's a healing for your lineage as well, back and forth.
This will be New Year's Eve this year.
So this is how we spend New Year's Eve.
That's the last picture.
That's the last picture. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Ooh, how amazing is it to experience Egypt through your own senses this way? This is the formal end of this part of the presentation. What we are going to do next is bring 2 chairs up, and as we go along, I'm going to offer you things that come in for you as part of the reading. We're going to read as, baby, you've got your mouth
Well,
open.
we're just like running low on time now.
We're running low on time,
Yeah.
so if we bring 2 chairs
You want to
up.
bring the chairs up there and do it that way, huh?
Yes.
It's just hard to see up there. I don't know if everyone can see because the stage is kind of crowded.
So
Or
what
right
I
here.
think, okay,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then we'll put 2 chairs together, and those on the list first, we'll get it, and I know we've got the space until 4 o'clock, and then
There's room to run.
Okay.
there's
Sorry.
room to run late. Okay, yay, thank you. Yay, so I'm gonna put this mic down, and this, I would just really
You put the mic
love,
down, I thought you can use the mic to read. You're not doing your readings?
okay, I am gonna read, but I'm gonna put it down just for a second, and I'm gonna describe each of the things that, well, come hold the mic, baby, come hold them, okay. So, hold the mic. This is, because I want everyone, thank you. I want everyone to experience this, and I want it to go throughout your system. So this is how we experience Amber Cashmere. This is, again, an experiential thing. This is an experience you're having with yourself. We're going to rub this on to, so, awesome, thank you. So you want to smell this first. So your body knows what it smells like without you. Then you're going to rub this onto a pulse point. This is a great pulse point. You're going to activate this with your own skin cells. You are now mixing in your own DNA, your own skin, your own, and you're going to hold this and rub this, heat it up You're going to then smell it, and you're going to move it through your field. If you do this with your eyes closed, it's really great to have a moment with yourself. I'm going to describe that again. You're going to smell it without it being on your skin first. Then you're going to apply it to your skin. You're going to rub it in. You're going to then smell it. Because your own senses are the most powerful gifts that you have. Knowing what grounded, rooted to the earth feels like. This is also a little bit of an implantation sort of idea that if ever the earth needs to communicate with you, it can communicate with this scent for you to pay attention to what's happening. So the earth is now knowing, you are now knowing, the field is now knowing that this smell means to you. Pay attention to what's happening with the earth. You're moving this around, up, around, grounding it into your field. So this is, your sense of smell is magnetic. It's a magnet. And I do a whole lecture on just your 5 senses and what that means. Anyway, so as you come up, you can do this on your own. We can set that table right there so that you can have this experience. You can't overdo this, meaning it's a really lovely gift to give yourself. Give yourself a moment that it'll be back there. And then we'll go through each person as much as we can. Thank you. Okay. It does stain, so you don't want it on your clothes.
Put it right here at this table, so whenever you feel called, ground.
Thank you. I'm going to sit on this side because I feel more comfortable on this side. Hi. So who's got the list?
Right there.
Stephen Bush.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you. Yay, we're going to put this down. Like,
You're not needing some of it?
Baby, I can't hold so
You don't need your mic.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. And maybe you can put stuff away if you like.
I am.
Thank you. Yeah, they're beautiful. You're so interesting. It's so lovely. Your grandparents were so special to them. And so, do you want to talk about that just for a second? Because they came in so strongly.
I don't even really remember them.
Yeah, but you
My grandfather died when I was very young on both sides.
on both sides.
Yeah.
It's amazing because they came in first. Partly because I think they weren't sure about life and things going on. There's a scarcity mentality, and you kind of brought in the not scarcity mentality into the family field. They're really strong about that. So I want to answer questions for you because I know you've been on this journey for a long time. You've learned a lot. Astronomy, astrology comes in.
Yeah, I'm metaphysics. Well, my dad's dying right now, so I'm hoping he'll have a peaceful transition in the next week or so.